everyone, Ethan here from Extreme RC 4x4, and today I'm going to be going through and showing you how to grease the impeller shafts on the Pro Boat Alpha Patrol Boat. And the very first thing we're going to do is remove this cover in the back here. Now if you have a flexible screwdriver adapter like this, it works pretty well for me. That I found you don't have to rub the screwdriver on anything, and especially for the screw under this one, as it's directly under that machine gun right there, so it can be a little bit difficult. So by removing those covers, we gain access to our jet drives here. As you can see, the grub screw on the left one here, that's what we need to get the shaft out. I do have a little bit of water in here, but I'll take care of that later. Now what we're going to do is remove the 4 screws that hold on each one of these outdrives, and then we can get access to the shaft. So this outdrive, we're not going to be able to pull off as easily. What you have to do is take your servo arm here and manually push it back towards the back of the boat here. And then what that allows is for this to swing out here. As you can see, I got a good amount of grass in here. It seems that it really collects in here, especially when there's large volumes of it in the water. Like when I was running it, I ran it again yesterday, and I have some footage from that I still have to post up, but I will do that in the future here. And the issue with it is that the grass starts to affect how well it can propel itself through the water, and it really becomes very noticeable once you have a decent amount of it in there. So these are 5/64 or 2 millimeter grub screws here. So that's definitely nicer. You don't have to worry so much about stripping it out. But we can go ahead and take these right out. From the factory, they had a ton of Loctite on them, or so it seemed to me. I'm just going to go ahead and remove it completely here and pull out the impeller here just by using some needle nose pliers. So actually guys, I'm gonna go wash this out in the sink, get some of the grass off of it, because there's obviously still some grass inside those jets, but I will be right back. Well, now I've got that all washed out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and grease up these shafts here. And also this bushing in the end here of the outdrive. And making sure we have the flat spot up. We're gonna go ahead and put it back in there. lining it up with the hole. That just slides in there. And then we can go ahead and replace our grub screw. I don't use Loctite on these, just because I don't think it's all that necessary, and because of the amount of Loctite that was on these factory. It really locked this up, so I guess it should be fine. Just make sure you have the shaft in far enough that it's not going to be rubbing on the bushing. If you guys can see that in there, so that it's not going to be rubbing on the bushing on this Outdrive. Then we can go ahead and make sure you have these seals here. So as you can see here, guys, I have 2 holes that are lined up. However, 2 of them don't show through. So if you just rotate it 90 degrees, all the holes line up, and you're all set to go again. I like to take some of the screws and place them in to this Outdrive here. And then we can put this little guy on there. So you don't really have to get those screws very tight to get the Outdrives themselves to be snug. So don't put too much torque on those. And then for this one, we can go ahead and you want to put it in this hole right here, furthest back, guys. And we're just gonna put it on sideways like this, and then turn it at the curve, and then we can go ahead and put it back on again. So now that I got both of these tight and the steering linkage is hooked up correctly, we can go ahead and place the cover back on. I think it really would have been nice if they had a better way of mounting this cover instead of having to put 6 screws in every time, but I guess it works. And I like to put these screws in before I install it, just in the back here around these barrels, just because of how difficult it is to reach down in there. Alright, so there you go, guys. That is how you grease your impeller shafts for the Pro Boat Alpha Patrol boat. Fairly simple task, but it definitely could be easier. Gets to become apparent that it could be easier when you have all the grass and crap in there, and that's the only way to get it out. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.